I'm gonna be for real with you because, like, I'm just gonna start filming that way, it'd be organic. But I'm gonna be for real with you. I'm nervous too. It's crazy because the person behind the camera shouldn't be nervous. But it's like I started putting on my fake voice, my interview voice.
Your interview voice?
Yeah, like, God dang, bro, chill out.
I know.
So I guess I'll just rock it how we normally do it when I got my cell phone. Okay. And that way I don't have to shoot a whole bunch of content. That was probably the better spot because it had both lights in it. But that one's covering your face a little. All right, so I just record a few minutes on there and cut it off. All right, so let's see. Should we do an introduction? Only reason I want to do an introduction because we've been rocking together for a while and been shooting together. But since I'm starting to move a lot of my content to the YouTube, I guess we can do a formal introduction to the YouTube audience. Okay. So I'll allow you to, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Jayda.
Where you from, Jayda?
I'm from Kansas City, more specifically Lee Summit.
Okay.
And
how old are you, Jayda?
I am 24 years old.
How long have you been modeling?
And I've been modeling for about, I would say about 4 years now.
Okay. So how did you get into modeling?
I was actually doing a family photograph shoot, and one of the models through Shylins, she reached out to me and wanted to start doing individual shoots, and so that's how I was able to get into modeling. And then, you know, I met you, and here we are.
Right. So I guess it's been a while since we shot. Last year? We shot a lot last year.
We did.
And I'm not gonna say I slowed up my pace this year. It's just that I'm trying to move more into like full scale projects. So here's my thing, like social media and trying to keep up with the trends and stuff like that can be exhausting at times.
Oh, for sure.
And like for me, I'll try to look at my social and look at it from aspects of how I look at other like photographers or people that inspire me when I look at their pages. And most of the pages that grab my attention are the ones that have a full story, or you see them working with similar people all the time. And it's like, all right, cool, I want all my stuff to connect, because what I saw began to happen is that you're trying to diversify your portfolio, but you end up working with so many different people, and it's like completing a project. It's not really a project because the completion happened just as quick as you began. Right. So I wanted to put together a more like cohesive projects that are more structured, so people can get more familiarized with the content. And wherever they jump into that process, if it's at the beginning of the photo shoots, if it's the behind the scenes, if it's some of my editing tutorials, I want them to be able to connect with it because it's still part of that same project. Yeah, so and it's a little bit more story building. So that's why I started this part, because like I said, I watch other people photographer stuff, and it's like, dang, sometimes I just know, me personally, I want to know a little bit more about the photo shoots, especially when it's a great photo. You see these amazing photographs, but I always have questions like, dang, who styled it? Like, or dang, did they have somebody doing their hair on set, or who doing the makeup? Like, it's just so much room to build, so much room to build and develop a nice story. So I'm like, all right, well, cool. I want to move it. I want to make mine more like a digital magazine or whatever. Like
that's
when
dope.
You look at my stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's coming along, but I'm like, all right, well, people know that we work together a lot. So it's like, let me try to give a little bit more of our story and stuff. So let's just do a little catching up. Like, what you been up to?
I've just been honestly working, and then I picked back up on school again. So I've really just been in the era of how I can improve my own self. So I'm currently trying to get my degree in communications, and I've also been trying to go to the gym too. So that's pretty much been taking up my time.
What's your motivation for the gym? Like, what's your goal? Do you have goals, or are you just going? Like, do you have?
I do have goals, because I feel like having goals, especially for the gym, is really important. Because provides you with discipline and motivation. And so some of my goals for the gym is honestly just to obviously become more toned, but I think what honestly keeps me going is that going to the gym is not gonna harm me in any way. It's building me up more than hurting me. So I use that mindset. Even it's worse on the days that I don't want to go. I have to look up like TikToks online, like motivational TikToks, and just so I can have that like mindset of, you know, it's helping me instead of hurting me.
How many days do you go to the gym?
I try to be active 5 days a week, whether that's going to the gym or I know we talked about it before, but Legree, I do that heavily, try to do that 3 times a week. So if I'm not at Legree, which is basically like a harder version of Pilates, if I'm not at Legree, then I'm either going on walks, going to my apartment gym and hitting, you know, specific routines there. I just want to be active, and I don't know if that's a getting older kind of thing, you know. Metabolism doesn't work as
Okay, so that
best.
was my next question.
It's like metabolism is not working as best.
Well, you still got time. Since we talking about it, what does your diet look like?
So as far as my diet,
Like, are you just eating whatever?
So it honestly has taken me a really long time to get a routine down for my diet because I'm gonna be real with you, I do not cook. It's really hard for me to cook. It's just me. I live by myself, so as far as my diet goes, I really try to at least get as much protein in as I can, as well as my macros. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, macros.
Macros.
So you do be counting your macros and stuff?
Yes, yeah. And I don't calorie count, but instead I just try to be intentional with my eating habits. So most of the time, like I try to cut out fried foods altogether. So R.I.P. Dave's Hot Chicken.
Right. We were just talking about that. What about your carbs and stuff?
With carbs, now that's hard.
Okay.
I try to fit in at least 1 meal, so between lunch and dinner, I try to at least like eat a burger or something, or like have some kind of carbs within there, like pasta, but it's usually protein pasta.
I was about to say, I could tell you've been getting your protein on, because when we first shot last year, it wasn't the first shoot. I think it was like the one outside where my remote had screwed up.
By the lake and stuff?
Yeah, and you had leaned up big time. I remember asking like, dang, you can lose some weight.
Yeah.
So I could tell you've been focusing on your protein, and it still looked like you look more, I mean, you was toned thin, but you look more toned, but it looks like you can put on some muscle too. So you've been on it ever since then, huh?
Yeah, and honestly, again, I don't know if it comes with being older or getting older, but going to the gym has also helped with my mental and how I look at my body, because that's funny that you bring that up, because at that time I was not like eating healthy, I guess. So right now I'm at a version where I want to eat healthy and I want to keep going to the gym because, like I said, I know it's not hurting me versus last year when we did our shoot and I was really skinny. I wasn't really proud of my eating habits back then.
Was it eating the wrong stuff, or you just what?
Not necessarily. I just wasn't eating, I guess. I was going through a lot around that time. So when I go through a lot of stress and like, not trauma, but just I guess stress, for some reason eating is like,
it's a coping mechanism.
Yeah, like
and I know a lot of people that like when they're going through like stress or something, a lot of people won't eat or stop eating.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, it's like the complete opposite. It's like I'm an emotional eater, but it's like I eat a lot when I'm feeling good, which is bad because I find enjoyment in it. So it's like whenever I'm feeling good, I eat. So whenever I'm doing my diet or I'm cutting or anything like that, I'm super discipline or focus. I would say I'm focused. People confuse it with discipline.
Yeah.
And I always get asked like, man, you super disciplined. How do you stay on track and this and that? I had to tell them like, cause I hate this. Like I just want to get it over with so I can eat and get back. And as you can see, I letting it happen, but it's like, it's some discipline too. But it's like the eating is connected to the emotions for me.
Yeah.
And usually when I get 30 days into my regimen, I can find somewhere to channel that energy because I started looking for enjoyment in other things like getting to the gym at a certain time and completing my like I track my calories to an extent or my cardio. Like I want to see how much cardio I can get done this day or how many days in a row, or I want to get on the scale and see how much I lost on the 7 day or the 14th day, or I want to buy a new outfit this weekend so I can see what it looks like.
Exactly.
And stuff like that. So, I totally understand.
Yeah, I think we're on the same wavelength with that because that's exactly how I feel. But I don't know, I try to not let certain things discourage me from reaching my ultimate goal because there are days where I do step on the scale and I'm like, this is not where I want to be. But I also try to keep in mind that the scale isn't everything. Like it's kind of just a number. So, I mean, you can be 160 and part of that is your muscles. And I'd rather have that than being like, super lean, super skinny and unhealthy. So.
And then it's all about body composition too.
Right.
So depending on what you ate, you could be holding a little bit more water.
Exactly.
Or you, like you said, your muscle definitions or what the type of training you're doing. That's why I personally like calisthenics and a lot of pull-ups because it's like forces your body. You get that T taper. So it's like 160 or 180 at this weight versus 180 at this weight can look totally different.
Exactly.
So the scale can be tricky though.
Exactly.
But I like getting on it though just to keep me on track.
Oh, for sure.
Just to keep me on track.
Yeah.
Because I hate it.
Yeah. Because I think everyone just has like a mental number they know they don't want to go over. So, definitely stepping on the scale can be beneficial for sure.
Heck yeah.